just like an Aztecian breastplate necklace of hair. What a strange world we live in. I'm newly single, and I meet girls here and there, and I met a lot of women that say that they're into black guys, which is fine. It doesn't help my case though. So lately I've been wearing a lot of t-shirts with black guys on them, attractive ones. Doesn't really get me laid more, but I do find a lot more girls turned on by my physical appearance. So he's working out, right? Do you know how easy it is to become that guy though, that really buff, muscular, brawny guy? It's really easy. There was a time when I was trying to become that guy, trying to become like a muscular, sort of alpha male kind of guy, which I totally am not. I don't know if this cardigan screams it enough for you, but there was a time because after my first year in college, that's all I was doing every day. I was at the gym, working out, working on my fitness, and I got to a point where I was like, I gained 15 pounds of muscle. I'd say I looked good. I was concerned about my body. I was self-conscious. Not a high point in my life. Now I'm comfortable with myself, but I realized it's so easy to become that guy. It doesn't take that much. You can become that guy in about 4 months. It takes about 3 months to work out, and then about a month to buy all the fitted shirts and the cologne, and find a super attractive girl, like obscenely attractive girl, to go out with you for however many weeks. And it's actually, I realize it's actually more financially feasible for me to become that guy than it is for me to remain a comedian. How much does it take for a gym membership? It's like $50 a month, and then on top of that, it's like $10 a month to go towards, like $10, $20 a month to go to the fitted shirts. So we're looking at like no more than like $250 over the course of 4 months. I think all of us have $250 over 4 months. What I'm saying is like, it costs more for me to go out and travel and like perform for people than it does for me to just become a muscular asshole. Listen, I know there's only a few of you here, but this is a two-way street. I'm going to give as much as you want to give back. I'm creating a very enlightened world for you. I'm talking about people with hairy necklaces. Talking about people with, I'm talking about how I'm getting women with, through clothing, talking about how easy it is to become a really big douchebag. It's financially more feasible, like easier for me to live economically than it is for me to be an artist. I'm telling you, I'm choosing the path that is right as opposed to the path that is just easy, guys. I want to mention one more thing before I go. It's, what was it? It was important. I think what's happening lately is I'm losing touch with reality. And I think it's because I work at night. Does any of you guys work at night? A couple of you work at night? So, I work at night and it's terrible. It has to stop. It really does. Because I think it's throwing off my connection with the outside world. I feel like, because if you go out at night or if you work at night, you're around all these people who are playing exaggerated versions of themselves. Everyone who goes out at night is dressed in such a way to exaggerate their features, make themselves look a little more attractive. Whether it's to look thinner, to have broader shoulders, have bigger boobs, longer legs, whatever. I'm talking about these really attractive transgender people that are all thrown into the landscape. but like everyone's sort of roaming around like a masked vigilante version of themselves. They're masquerading as a superhero version of themselves. And they're exaggerating parts of their personality. They're saying, oh, they're more well-traveled. Yeah, I went to Paris. It was in Texas, but it was Paris nonetheless. It doesn't make any sense. I can't be around these people anymore. I need to be around some more morning folks. I need to be around people, some real 9-to-5ers, some wholesome people. Because in the morning, we're not the best people. I'm so not a morning person, I'm not up in the morning. I'm only up in the part of the morning that crackheads are up in the morning. So like around 2, 3 o'clock, and the rest of the morning I sort of sit at it. But I think in the morning we're a more honest version of ourselves. We're more honest about our patience. We're more honest about whether or not we can. don't take things well in the morning, or we take things more honestly. Here's an example. If someone tells you a 10-minute story about how grandma ruined Christmas because she got real drunk, I'm going to listen to that story if it's in the middle of the night. Because that person is pretending to be a more interesting person, and I'm pretending to be a more patient one. In the morning, I say, I'll stop that person 4 minutes in and be like, listen, maybe not even 4 minutes in, maybe 2 minutes in. Just be like, listen, you need to go. I'm telling you this nicely. You gotta go. I don't give 2 fucks about your grandma. She's an alcoholic. That's a real bummer. But maybe you should just go help her rather than tell me this boring story. All right. This is about what I expected it would be. And I'm going to go. So thank you guys for serving it.
A shining beacon to all of us, Stuart. Thank you. It's like a manifesto, a little bit. That was a funny manifesto. Yeah. Mornings do suck. That's hardly humor. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, friend of Sales Comedy will come to the stage right now. Very funny gentleman, Rob.
So we got, thank you for you guys singing. Are you guys all comedians waiting to go? Yeah? Cool. So I got the official word yesterday that I was fired. I don't know you guys, but I worked at Pink Dot, and don't go there. Don't go there. I got fired because I stole vitamin C. You know, emergency, those $1. I stole one of those and I got fired. And I offered to pay for it, and I know my boss is a Jew. I thought he'd be like, oh yeah, give me the money, but I realized he's more of a Persian than he is a Jew, so he took the money and he wants that power, so he kicked me out anyways. So I'm just glad that like the cops get involved, because I can't go to jail again. I mean, I've been there before, but I can't go there and tell people why I was brought to jail because I stole vitamins, you know? That's something that you can't boast about in jail, because instantly I would become someone's bitch and they would beat my ass and pound my ass, you know? And I even heard that like in jail, like they'll slit your armpits and fuck your armpits because it's hairy and it'll look like a vagina. So imagine getting like double teamed, like, you know, like it's just something I don't want to become, you know, and I don't want to either be that or just become one's dick sheath, you know. And I'm just glad that like I've gotten to see the new. You guys seen the new Batman movie? I'm glad I got to see that before like my next time in jail, because what I've gotten from that movie is that if you're in a dark, deep hole and you're struggling and your back's broke, all you need to do is some sit-ups and push-ups, and you'll get out of that. So, and the other thing I'm afraid about if I was to go to jail for that, stealing vitamins, and not getting my vitamins daily, because I was stealing vitamin C every day, but that someone would sniff me out for my vitamin deficiency. You know, I'm just, you're weak today. I can smell you haven't had your vitamins. But yeah, no, I actually, the first time I went to jail is I got pulled over, and when they pulled me over, I asked the officer, I was like, what did I get pulled over? He said, because the neighborhood that you came out of, there was car robberies going on. So I was like, oh, that's a reason to pull me over, I guess. So basically, they found out that my insurance was suspended, and what they also found was a broken up Xanax pill in my car. But what they didn't find was I had 3 horse-sized capsules of powder morphine, and I had it in cellophane. And as soon as I was getting pulled over, you know, put it finally I got brought to like Will County, and they were gonna put me in a holding cell. And before that, they had to do a strip search. And this is my second strip search. My first one was at the Canadian border. That was all kinds of weird, but this time I get in there and I'm like, fuck, they're gonna find it. So I stripped off my clothes and I get in the shower and they're like, bend over. So I was like, but it didn't fall out of my ass because, you know, I was sweating from nervous, so and it like caught the cellophane and they didn't find it. It said, thank God, because that would have been real fucking sketchy. But yeah, no, thanks for hearing my fucking bullshit story, guys.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Rob. All right, everybody, moving right along. Is Jeremy Lopez in the room? Dean Richards? Phil Gould? Ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage right now, Phil Gould.
You guys would have been in for a real treat if Dean Richards had been here. He's funny. Oh, man. Not even like self-deprecating, the other guy should have been here joke? Okay, that's the room we're in. You guys want to hear my humor about the ball? Or do we want to go with the Critters joke? No, what's the name of that movie? Gremlins joke. Or the Wicked Witch of the West, right? Okay. Nothing. This room right now. Alright, so guys, I'm terrible with women. You wouldn't think it to look at me based on my being the most handsome, attractive man you've ever seen. But like, there's this girl who lives upstairs from me. She's got like flaming red hair. She's just gorgeous. She's got a vibrant, vivacious personality. And I was really hoping one of you guys can ask her if she likes me. Nothing on that either. I'm cautiously optimistic. She shares my taste in rap music we were discussing earlier, and clumsy transitional jokes. I'm pleased that the scales are falling from our eyes, that we no longer think of rap music as like an inherently gangster thing. Like, you can do gangster stuff, but if you rap about it, that means that like after you shot those other drug dealers and pimped your sister, whatever you did, after you did those things, you went home and wrote a funny little poem about it. Yeah, it's rough out here, but we hard. I was strapped my 9, I'm ready for shit to pop off at any minute. But right now, I'm going home to write some rhyming couplets. Brandon, I want you to go home, go through your dad's old records, find some nice music to play while I read them. Yeah. So, this is not a room for the A material. I was gonna like practice my A bit for a contest I'm doing on Sunday. Not gonna happen. The other night, I don't usually drink wine. I'm not a huge wine person. I was over at a friend's house, and we decided to celebrate something. Actually, it's happened on New Year's. This is an old bit. A bit that I came up with and haven't done. We decided to celebrate by drinking all the bottles of wine that he had been given over the year, because he's like reputable, and sometimes people give him bottles of wine. And we just opened the 3rd bottle when we happened to turn it around and notice that like there was the price tag was still on it. And 3 bottles in, we were drinking a $90 bottle of wine, which we thought, okay, it's open, we have to drink it now, and we don't know shit about wine anyway, so it's not like we would have appreciated it. Like when I get wine, it's like I'll do the sniff thing and I'll just be like, it says winey fragrance. I'm catching notes of wine with, yes, it's got a wine base with a little bit of wine flavor. Yeah, I don't know, that joke might work. But this $80 bottle, like even in my drunken state, even knowing nothing about wine, I could tell that it was pretty good. Like I enjoyed drinking it. It aided in getting me drunk. And it also, like, okay, is there a connoisseur word for the way that wine tastes when you throw it up all over your friend's bathtub in the morning? Because that was also, I don't normally do gestures or make that noise with my lips. I'm gonna keep practicing it. Okay. What other jokes do I tell? Okay, let's try this. Football has ended, so I'm gonna have to adapt this bit to basketball. I don't understand why we get obsessed with athletes, no matter what sport they're playing, like why we allow our moods to be regulated by the athletic accomplishments of people we've never met, people with whom we have nothing in common. Like my roommate is just obsessed about this stuff, and I'll see her walking around the apartment just moping, weeping gently into the cat. and they'll say, Amy, what's wrong today? Why are you so sad? And she'll say, oh, it's nothing, just this millionaire from Oklahoma got bumped into slightly by a millionaire from Tennessee. He was unable to throw a ball into a thing. Yeah, this other guy was watching, but he saw it wrong, failed to blow his whistle at the correct moment. This is gonna ruin my whole day, Phil. Your whole day, Amy? Aren't you going to Disneyland later? Doesn't matter. I want to enjoy it. All right, I still, no light. This light is going to confuse me. I'm not used to that.
You're lit.
Oh, I lit? There, now I'm lit. Thank God. So I was on Reddit just recently when I wrote this joke, and I saw something that I loved to see. Mostly, it's a great joke. It was a sales rack of pillows that are battery operated and glow in the dark. Pillows that glow in the dark from the company that has no idea what we use pillows for, or perhaps how sleeping works. Our catalog also includes the pillow that screams at you at random intervals. And coming in the spring, the pillow that's filled with bees. Okay, I'm Phil Gould. Thanks very much for tolerating me.
Hey, Kevin, before you introduce the next person, and very nice, thank you, Phil. Thank you very much. Can I just go through real quick and see who's here? Is Dean Richards here? Jeremy Lopez? Jay Kroger, I know is here. Is Jake Bunny here?
I wish Jake Bunny was here. That's a funny name.
Scott Dugan?
Scott Dugan.
Okay, Scott Dugan is here? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so I'll bring up the next, next.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, and by that I mean you, sir, Mr. Dugan. Very funny guy coming to the stage. Jay Kroger, everybody! Where's Mr. Kroger? Yeah!
Man, we got to that point. He said his name. Not even the norms of a show have kept up to this point where you just don't clap. You're just not gonna clap. That's fine. I feel obligated, like everyone else has, to thank you for staying and listening. Because you guys are quiet, you're not talking. That's the worst. If you're talking if you hear talking, then you know you're not being funny. If people are quiet, they may be listening and you just haven't figured it out. But don't let this well-thought-out outfit fool you. I am not doing well. Not doing well at all. No, I am. When Stuart said, I'm sure we have $250 over 4 months, I'm like, who are you fucking kidding, man? $250 over 4 months? Sometimes I just sit in my car and fold paper because I can't afford coffee to sit and fold paper at a coffee shop. I'm not doing well, okay? And don't give me this bullshit about $250 over 4 months. That's not gonna happen. It's not. And I only bring that up to say that, like, you're doing all right, right, Mr. Dugan?
Yeah.
You're doing all right, but you're not like rich. Oh wait, you're not that far from being homeless, like a lot of us, right?
I'm not that far from being homeless, but I'm not that close to it.
Alright, that's good. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
That's like making it in LA, Because we're all just right there. And that's why I'm always surprised. I'm really surprised. Again, disregard the outfit when I'm saying this. That homeless people are more grateful. I'm really surprised at that. I'm really surprised that when I tell a homeless person I don't have any money, they go, hey man, fuck you! Right up to my face. I'm like, really? Because you realize that anytime you're a homeless person asking for money, you are a representative for all homeless people. Like, every person you say fuck you to is now going to have a negative opinion about homeless people and is going to be even less inclined to give you money. Alright? Or it'll just be some jackass in his 20s going to make jokes about it and then seem like an asshole. Either way, it's bad. For instance, I ran into a guy in a wheelchair wheelchair who claimed he was homeless. By the way, legs were moving. Sell it, you know? Fucking sell it if you're gonna do that, like, that big. He comes up and he's like, man, I just got out of jail. I don't know where I am. I'm in Los Angeles. I need to go home to Portland. A lot of things wrong with that whole thing. You said you didn't know where you are, then you just said you were in Los Angeles, and you said you need to get to Portland. I, of course, am just not going to give that person money. They're not doing anything, and he lied about his legs. But more importantly, I didn't give him money, and I was staying with two other friends. Another friend of mine didn't give him any money. The third friend actually pulled out his wallet and gave him $1. He actually did that. He fell for his fucking trick. And the guy, bizarre as you may think, pushed the $1 back and was like, hey man, that's not enough to get to Portland. Like, no wonder you're fucking homeless. Can you not do math? Does no one teach you, like, I mean, obviously no one teaches you how to be homeless or whatever, but you gather money to add to get to Portland. But it's just like, thinking like that, I just like to think if we actually gave him enough money to be in Portland, he would, that's not enough money to be in Portland, man. Oh, we bought you a charter bus ticket to Portland. That's still not enough, man. Where the fuck do you think Portland is? Siberia? Jesus. Or he also was a crazy person and claimed he didn't know where he was. I kind of wanted to say, hey man, you don't know where we are because we are in Portland. Remember? It's a state of mind. And I just fuck with a homeless person like that. Just be grateful. Be fucking grateful, or I'll be the asshole to make jokes about it. Is what I'm saying. Oh, sorry. Were you flashing that light earlier?
No, you're good. A minute.
Oh, I got a minute now? Okay. Sorry. I was.
All good.
Huh?
It's my fault. Sorry.
It's alright, man. It's all good. I'm just grateful that you guys laughed. This was productive now. You know, I'm not like. Yeah, you guys ever like try to get creative with how you want to kill yourself? Or do you just stop at like, yeah, you just.
Very creative.
Just step into traffic. I'm a step into traffic person. It's very easy. And it seems like it'd be very instant too. You know, just step right in front of a bus and be all over. Yeah, that's the least creative thing I do. Is the ways I want to kill myself. It's not, you know, any autoerotic asphyxiation. Sex scares me enough. I don't want to do that. All right, guys. That has been fun. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Yeah, give it up. Give it up.
Thank you, Jay Kroger.
Jay Kroger, everybody.
Things will get better, brother.
All right, make that announcement one more time. I'll make it now. Oh, sorry. Make it now. Jake Bunny here.
Please.
Is Jake Bunny here? Is Nick Lydell here? Is DeMar here? Is David Dorward here? Yeah, I know DeMar was here. You got me in trouble. Is Jason Helfgott here?
I think we were too funny tonight, maybe. I think we intimidated some people away.
Oh, whatever. They're a bunch of
It's
bitches.
the public,
Fucking
you know?
crying bitches, bro.
It's this damn puddle. People
Whining
are scared.
bitches whining. All right, coming up on the stage. Go ahead, Kevin.
Kevin Corcoran, everybody. Yeah. You can't be an open micer and not be a whiny bitch sometimes. That's okay. We love you guys. Ready?
Ready.
This kid's a fucking trooper, everybody. He deserves a round of applause. Give it up for Scott Dugan, everybody.
Hi, thank you. I'm originally from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. If you're wondering what that's like, go to the grocery store, buy your favorite cereal in the whole world. When you get home, eat the cardboard box that it came in. That's what Greensburg is like. I'm new to LA. By far the worst part about it down here is the traffic. Today I got stuck behind a minivan, and the rear view windshield was completely tinted. But it was tinted with the little stick figures for the individual members of the family. So I just assumed that the van belonged to a Mexican family. It may sound racist to assume that the van belonged to a Mexican family, but I know for a fact it didn't belong to an Asian family because they also had a dog and kitty sticker on the back of the van. The other night I asleep, and I thought it might be nice to wake her up with some oral sex. So I did, and as I'm chowing away, she whispers those 4 magical words, "I'm on my period." Boy, was my face red. I recently started dating this new girl. We have a lot in common, which is great. We both love to go to the movies, and we talk during the movie, and show up to places together, generally about 30 to 45 minutes late. And we both love Kentucky Fried Chicken. She's black. I like my women and my coffee the same, cheap and nasty. I like a girl so cheap and nasty I can get a nicotine buzz licking the sweat off of her back. I like a girl so cheap and nasty her chewing gum has a herpes outbreak before the flavor's gone. I like a girl so cheap and nasty her pussy doesn't remind me of eating fish, it reminds me of eating a fish sandwich because it's so yeasty down there. And,
That was good.
thank you. And,
That took me a second, I'm sorry, but that was funny.
no problem. And there's no women here, but if you're wondering how difficult you are to deal with, consider the fact that a man with no legs figured out how to run in the Olympics, but he couldn't figure out how to put up with his girlfriend. Could not stand her bitching any longer. My friends are crazy. They always use that stupid line on me, bros before hoes. Try applying that logic to suicide bombers in the Middle East. Akbar, strap this bomb to your chest and blow yourself up. And when you get to heaven, there will be 72 of your bros waiting for you. No, for real, it's gonna be sweet. We're gonna play Xbox Live and drink PBR all the time, man. There's a few people you want to have in your group of friends. White people, you need to have some black friends. Because they are very honest and they'll tell you when you're acting like an idiot. Also, they have the best weed. Guys.
Lies, I got the best for you.
No? Okay. Gentlemen, you also want to have some gay guys in your group of friends. Gay guys make women feel comfortable. They're good at picking them up, bringing them to your group. And it makes you seem cool and progressive. Also, gay dudes always have the best cocaine. Now, for whatever reason, my gay buddy's cocaine always makes my throat and my asshole really sore.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's a closer. That's how you close. Pay attention to Scott Dugan, okay? Because that was a fucking closer, was it not, Kevin?
That was a walk-off and a half. I would have just kept around walking.
Dude, that was the shit, Scott. Scott's my vote for one of the two tonight, bro.
I would have to definitely say so.
Yeah. Right. I'm putting it out right now. Just so you know, that's a winner right there, people. And I want to say something, Kevin. I just got to say something before you introduce the next person.
Unburden yourself.
All these motherfucking whining bitches that came in and are like, oh, where's the list? Oh, can I be put on the list? If you wait, you'll get up. Oh, okay, I'll wait. Bitches have no resolve these days, okay? Because there's all these people that aren't here on the list, and all the wait people have left too. Pussies, okay? Pussies. Go ahead, Kevin.
I feel the love. The love. We're doing this because we love it, folks. We love this next gentleman, too. He's probably a very funny guy as well. He's wearing glasses, which I think is pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, next guy, Brian Christopher.
Yeah.
What was that music, Jim? What did you just play?
That was Mo Cathedral.
I thought that maybe it was Asford and Simpson or something, some fucking old school flavor. Like that old school R&B music. Big fan of that. What's up? That was a mumble, the micro mumble for like 4 or 5 minutes. Alright. Guys, you mentioned my glasses, so I'll do this joke. I was an extra the other day on the TV show S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a spin-off of the Marvel Avengers movie. Pretty exciting stuff. I got to play a scientist in a scene. I guess they thought that I knew a lot about science or some shit because of these glasses, but I don't know nothing about the periodic table at all. But I got to be in a scene with a really hot actress by the name of Kobe Smulders. She's the chick that plays Robin on How I Met Your Mother. If you know who that is, have you seen that show? She's really hot. And after our scene was done, she walked over to me and she tapped me on the shoulder and she was like, "Good job." And I just kind of like, yeah. Didn't even have the balls to say, "Hey." I got really excited that she touched me. So then I turned around and I ran right into the director of the project, Joss Whedon. And that, kids, is how Joss Whedon met my boner. Let us sink in. That's a very clever joke. If you watch the show, How I Met Your Mother. He was like, "Man, you must really like Firefly." He must have been like, "Yeah, I like that Avengers movie too, man." I'm a dork. I nerd out over shit. I think it's like hip now to be a nerd though, that's the thing. Like, it's hip, it's be like a hipster to be a nerd. Back in the day, like it was all about if you were a nerd, if you looked like me and wore pants that were too small, clothes too small, and these kind of glasses, like you got your head stuffed into toilets and shit like that. Now you're just fucking elbow deep in pussy. Like it just is just elbow deep in it. Like, "Oh, you got some nerdy glasses. You're really skinny. I can see your rib cage. Let me get up into this ass." But